A song about Wicked Wiki. It is, she's so evil, but she's mine.
She was yours. Certainly wasn't your mom's.
No. She didn't dig that at all.
And she's like, fuck that bitch.
I know. You're dragging ass, too, and we're going to get out of here in like 20 minutes.
I know. I'm good. I'm just, I got up at 5 a.m.
Why? On a Saturday, really?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Oh, I have no problem sleep. I did wake up at 3:30 due to sinus problems, but then once I got those all cleared out, then I went back to sleep and I woke up at 9:30.
You know how I am, dude. I have the worst sleep habits of anybody. And for whatever reason this morning was the 5 a.m. was like I had some shit in my mind that I needed to get done this morning. And so I got up and just did it instead of just rolling back over and saying, fuck it, I'll sleep till 12. And then
Sure.
Then, then I was burning phones all afternoon, chatting away with the ladies.
Right.
Then before I knew it, it was like 6:30 or something, and I had to go out and buy a turkey for Thanksgiving, so or else it wouldn't be fucking thawed out in time. So
you're out there and buying a turkey.
Yep. That's the extent of my fun.
Nice. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm a real happening guy.
You are a happening guy. Since you've been on your own for the last 2+ years, I can't even believe it's been that long, but you're definitely a different guy altogether.
I think so. I hope so.
For the better.
I hope I'm not that fucking boring slug that I used to be.
You're not a curmudgeon.
No, back then I was like, oh, man, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go out of my house. I don't want to do shit.
Right.
Now I'm much
more. It
more
just sucks out your will to live.
Yeah, it did.
She's so evil, but she's mine.
No comment.
I love it. All right. Well, I played
mine anymore.
Yeah.
There's an old guy banging that now.
Yeah.
Damn mine.
Yeah, and my former is now somebody else's problem.
Yeah, that's how I look at it too.
Yeah.
More power to that guy.
Sure.
Have at it. Take every bit of her fucking insanity.
But my concern, as you know, as a fact,
yeah,
that's going to come rapping at my door within the next 24 months.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened to you.
Oh, yeah. You're dude. That's why. That's one person that when you do finally leave Chicago, might not need to get a call.
Yeah.
Just kind of, oop, I'm gone and my phone number's changed.
Exactly.
Goodbye. I'm out of your life forever.
But you know that's coming back around, right?
Of course. Is there a way you can block her off LinkedIn?
I'm sure. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but when you leave Chicago, which is a heavily rumored move at this point.
Right.
When you leave Chicago, there's going to be a lot of people that you're going to want to not have communication with anymore.
You're right.
There's several that I know of, and I'm sure there's probably others that I don't know of.
Yeah. I must have a pattern because being my mom was on the show this evening.
Yeah.
And of course my years spent with her on a one-to-one basis was through my mid to late or early 30s, mid 20s to early 30s.
Okay.
And that unfortunate that pattern for some reason never ceased to stop.
Think she started it?
No, it's just I guess that's my nature to try to lift up the downtrodden, I guess. I don't know.
There's a chapter in this book called Little Victories.
Right.
Called Listen, Don't Fix.
Exactly.
Maybe you should read that one.
Well, you know what? I know the error of my ways now.
Right.
But so many of these stories are going to make the book.
Oh, I know.
You just wouldn't. I mean, I know you're going to help me out here, but when we get down to serious writing,
yeah,
you're going to go, holy shit, dude, really?
You're like, you're a fucking mess.
Not me. It's just my
your life.
No. My ideology.
You're a magnet of fucked upness.
Fucked upness.
Yeah, whatever the word would be. I guess fuck upness would be as good as it could get. But you are a magnet for fucking kooks.
I am.
Dude, the one that I met.
Yeah.
I don't know the
blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to say her name. I could tell in like 5 seconds that she was a fucking psychopath.
Of course.
And you were just like, oh, no, she's cool. We just have fun. I was like...
But that was what was supposed to be, was just fun.
Yeah, but when you get the vibe from the word go that she's fucking crazy, you got to run, dude. Stick it once and move.
Right.
That's what you should have done with that one.
Sure.
But see, you're not that guy.
No. Well, again, I try.
Yeah.
Not that it works out, but I try to make it a very casual affair.
But see, I don't think I don't agree with you. I think you do in your head, but I don't think what you present to these women is that. You present not just fucking trying to bang me. That's your presentation. And because you do that, you automatically build yourself in as a fucking candidate.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that's where you get in trouble.
That's true.
No matter what you say from day one, the fact is that I don't even know how to phrase this. I'll kind of word this, and I'm certainly a rookie at this whole fucking dating thing. So I don't want to try and sound like I'm some fucking smart guy or anything, but I will constantly, almost from once I get past first date, once I get comfortable with that person just a little bit, I'm always teasing about fucking and sex and whatever, right?
Okay.
Kind of giving the subliminal fucking message that, I do expect at some point to bang you.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's kind of the message. Where you give off the vibe of, you know what, everything's going to be cool and we're just going to hang out and we're going to have fun and no deeper meaning than that. And everything's just going to be about having a good time.
That's true. Absolutely.
But what does that do? You're setting yourself up as a candidate. You're absolutely setting yourself up as, this is the guy I should marry.
Well, see, but see, when I, as you put it, set myself up as a candidate, when I say we're just going to hang out and have a good time and whatever, I really mean that. We're just going to hang out.
But the chicks don't know that.
I know that, but they don't take me for my word.
Of course they don't, because they're used to everybody else trying to bang them.
Right.
That's the point. Everybody else is me. Everybody else they encounter is me.
Sure.
Every single guy. That girl that we're talking about, she probably went through 50 dudes that just banged her once and fucking moved on.
Right.
And then all of a sudden here you come saying, hey, there's no pressure. We're just going to have fun and we're going to go and do this and that. And let me buy your dinner and let me buy this and let me pay for that. And, everything is this fucking upper crest courting without having to fucking put out to earn it. And because of that, then all of a sudden it's like, well, he really cares about me. He loves me. He must really, really, really care about me, that he's not putting any pressure on me for anything.
Yeah.
You make yourself a candidate from the word one.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of truth to that analogy. I will agree with that. But the ultimate goal for me, I'm not saying what they're thinking. But it's just like, okay, you're free to come and go as you please.
Right.
If you want to come hang out, love to have you.
Your best scenario is friend with benefits.
That's it. It really is. To you, finding the perfect woman to actually marry is less desirable than a friend with benefits. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
And it's like, if you want to come over and hang, great. I'd love to have you. If you don't, I'm not going to be disappointed.
Right.
If you want to go with me to a concert, love to have you. If you don't want to go, no hard feelings.
Right, sure.
If you want to come over and suck my cock, love to have you. If you don't, it's not a big deal.
Still like you to come on over.
Sure.
Drink some wine with me.
Exactly.
See, but that's where you slip up a little bit. You got to always keep at least a little bit of expectation that you got to be a dirty whore.
Right.
You got to always keep that. Otherwise you become the too perfect scenario.
Well, see, the thing is, the problem for me personally, just from my experience,
right?
I don't ever want the blowback of, well, you led me to believe, and it's just like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, but they all say that to you anyway.
I know that.
So you're getting exactly what you're trying not to get.
That's true, but at least for me to lay my head down on the pillow, I have a clear conscience that I didn't do that.
Right. You're integrity guy, even though it costs you in the end.
True. But I can go to sleep at night. I can lay my coconut head down on the pillow and go, you know what? I never lied to that chick. I didn't mislead her. I didn't try to sell her a bill of goods. Right. I told her straight up, if she chose to not go with what I told her, that's on her, not on me.
Yeah.
And then I can go to sleep, and I sleep my peaceful dreams, and then I go find the next victim.
Sadly, most of them think of themselves as the victim.
I know.
That's the worst part. You're like so non-confrontational and so non-assuming and all that shit. And I'll bet you every one of those girls that ends up breaking up with you probably thinks worse of you than they ever would of me.
I don't know about that, because I still have girls from 20 years ago still sending me texts. Well, I'm going to read a text.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to read a text that I got just yesterday.
All right.
That said, let me read it real quick here. There it is. This former girlfriend.
Okay.
She informed me that on her job, she twisted her ankle and she was laid up for a day.
Okay.
Okay, so she sent me a text just out of the blue, the other morning.
Right.
Good morning, Wendell. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, just like that.
Sure.
So I says good morning to her.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hope you're well and your ankle is healing up. That's all I said.
Okay.
Ankle is healing nicely. I continue to wear an ace bandage for support. Most of the bruising is gone. Thanks for caring.
Okay.
Because I just mentioned that,
Yeah, sure.
Then I wrote, of course, I'm not the cold-hearted bastard I've been accused of being.
All right.
Then she says, I've never accused you of that. I know better. She says, you were always warm and loving and generous with me, Wendell. Too smart sometimes, but other than that, always caring.
She still wants your dick.
Of course. 20 years later.
Right.
So, no, she doesn't have ill feelings toward me.
Guess not. I don't know. Just seems like I wish I could figure out your 2-year wall.
It is 2 years.
It's not 25 months.
No, it's 2 years.
24 months and you're fucked. From whenever you start dating anybody 2 years later, you're going to be fucking, you're not going to believe, I'm going to get the phone call.
Right.
You're not going to believe what that fucking chick said. She fucking left and took everything out the house. Left me a note saying how much I fucking suck.
Yeah.
She expected a commitment.
Right.
This bitch said no ring, no pussy.
Right.
You've had every one of these scenarios.
Sure. So funny.
Over and over.
Yeah.
It's Groundhog Day at your house.
It is. Very good analysis, Mr. Aiken.
It really is.
You've learned a lot in the last 2 years, Grasshopper.
I really have. Well, I definitely, I know for me, I'm real honest right now with everything. I'm just like, this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not willing to do is more my points. You know, and it's funny because, you know, on some of the with the girl Kelly that I've been seeing on and off.
Sure.
You know, me and her had a conversation last weekend, and she was asking me about the summer. We were talking about, you know, where we're at and what we're doing and blah blah blah. And she was. I told her. I said, you know,
before you get into this,
go ahead.
I always she was asking me, where we're at and what we're doing.
Right.
It's always the status update.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
What are we doing? Where are we at?
Right.
Where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
Guys never ask that.
No.
They don't care.
No, they're just happy to be where we are today.
I am of the mind of Vic Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care if she stays, prays, lays, or whatever he says. Right. It's just like, why don't you just come over here and hang out?
Yeah. Well, this one, to be fair, she's not putting a lot of pressure.
I get it. I get it. But it's always the chicks who are thinking about where are we going? Right. What are we doing? Where do we stand? How long is this going to be? What are your thoughts? Where are we? You know, what are we considered? Are we a couple? Are we just friends? Are we this? Are we that?
Well, I got to say, in fairness on this one, I'm sort of guilty on that. But just because it just felt like it was somewhere it wasn't. So I asked. Not this time. Not on Friday last week, but about a month ago. That's why that one sort of faded out of the picture a little. Because I asked, because it felt like we were further, like, in a different place than we actually were. So, but that was me. That was me asking her, and then once I got the answer, I was like, okay, you know, that's fine. But anyway, so this conversation was going on last week, and you know, and I just kind of told her what is the honest truth, which is, you know what, we are where we are, and that's sort of it, you know.
That never works.
Well, it worked enough.
We are where we are.
You know, you know, but that was, you know, one of the things I told her was that, you know, that I have a lot of fun when we're hanging out.
Right.
We do have a lot of fun.
Sure.
We do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah, and believe me, guys love that.
I love that stuff. And that was like, she was like, well, I know you don't like some of the stuff that we do. And I was like, yep. You're absolutely right. She's like, well, why would you do it?
Because I want to please you.
It's not even that. It's just I enjoy the time that we, you know, with her, I purposely don't see her more than once a week or so.
See, that's where I was with one that you know of.
Okay.
That was a whole Friday night dinner thing.
Right.
We go to dinner, we go hang out,
mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And it just boiled to a head one time, and it was just like, you know, fuck it. Just don't bother anymore.
See, I'm good with just being friends. I'm totally getting there, dude, because the honest to God thought is getting married would blow. It just, you know, and not even from my look, if I met. See, I'm in the, and it might just be that I'm young in this and new at this fucking being single thing or whatever.
Dude, before you even give me your thoughts.
All right, go ahead.
The one that you're aware of.
Yeah.
That lives near you.
Okay.
Still texts me 2 or 3 times a week.
Is it the one that drives the truck or
yes.
the other one?
Yes.
The one that drives the truck? Yeah.
No, not the you know, not the one that you just like, she's perfect, but the other one.
Okay. All right, I know who you're talking about.
But she still texts me.
Yeah.
And, you know, we chat and we talk, and it's just like, okay, I got to go fix dinner because he's going to be home soon. You know, it's like, really?
Yeah.
You know, not that it's a problem for me.
Right.
But it's just like, what's going on over there?
I know. Nothing, obviously.
So it's like, man, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm in that boat though, dude. I'm like, the thought of getting married again just repulses me. It's a physically sickening thought.
Of course it is.
It's fucking like, You know, I love the fact that I more than even that we can have a good time, but then you go home. I love the fact that we can have a bad time and I can just say, "Oop, I'm out."
Yeah.
Or you're out.
Because you have the freedom to do that.
Yeah, I'm not being locked in.
Right.
You know, and it's just so nice to and I honestly, other than fucking crazy Teresa, I really haven't had a problem.
Right.
But with her, Jesus God, I was glad I could just fucking walk away. Holy smokes. That chick was a... Well,
when it becomes endearing to you, then it becomes a problem.
Well, my thought now, though, is that I just like I like to get up and not have to worry about somebody else.
Right.
I love the fact that I can get up and fucking make a pot of coffee and not have to fucking make a second pot because half of it.
Right.
You know, it's like I like stupid little shit.
That's because you're a selfish bastard and you only think of yourself.
Maybe so. But you know what? You know, again, as I was telling her the other day, you know, one of the things that I did over the summer, which is very unlike me, was, you know, we took off into like her friend owns a big farm with like 500 acres of land on it.
Okay.
And we just kind of went, you know, you remember she had her knee surgery.
Sure.
So she had to walk. So we just kind of took off on like nature walks and just walked. And that is like, that's right there with fucking eating rice cakes on my fucking excitement level. I mean, it's just not my thing at all. But I still did it, and she was like, well, why did you do that? And I was like, well, because I was enjoying the time that we were spending together.
Yeah, sure.
You know, why is that a problem?
Right.
You know, why does that need to have a discussion?
Right.
She's like, well, you shouldn't be doing shit that you don't want to do. I'm
no,
like, well,
it's...
What the fuck? Then I'll come over, you spread your legs, I'll bang you, and y'all go home.
Right.
How's that?
Then you'll be just like this cold, heartless bastard.
Yeah, exactly. Because, let's face it, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm trying to spend time, have fun spending time.
You'll never win.
No, you can't win.
Can't win.
You can never win.
Nope.
But, man, seeing my married friends these days, no thank you. That just, ugh. It's just, ugh.
Well, you've known me a long time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I just won't go down that road.
I can't believe I stayed on that fucking road for so long.
I just won't go down that road.
That road fucking was like, it was like a road that had a bridge out, but I just kept on driving.
Sure.
I didn't only fall off the bridge into the water, but I kept driving myself deeper into the fucking water.
Right.
It's like so stupid.
Right.
I'm glad I'm out of that.
Well, nobody loves women in their company more than me. I'm sure you're comparable.
Yeah. I love women.
But let's not make it a problem.
No.
Let's not make it an issue.
Yeah.
It's just like, just accept it for what it is and just accept it.
You know, it's funny because so many guys get all frustrated when they get the quote unquote friend zone. I think I'd rather be in the friend zone than the love zone.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that.
Right.
I don't think I want to be loved by anybody anymore. I like just fucking... Believe me, I got enough ego that I love myself way more than anybody else could. So,
right.
You know, I think I'm good staying in that level.
Yep.
And now I say this 2 weeks later, I'll be like, dude, I met this chick. She's the most special in my life.
I've never heard you say that.
No, I'm saying that could happen. You never know.
It's never happened.
I somehow don't think that, but it could happen.
Yeah.
I've been talking to a new one. Never know.